Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into the YouTube channel. This week is ICAST in Orlando, Florida, and this is where typically all the major lure manufacturers or fishing industry companies meet in Orlando, Florida to debut a lot of their brand new products for 2026. It's a pretty cool time because you get to see a lot of really neat things that will be, available later in the fall and then moving into 2026 the following year. So it's an exciting time, and I want to share with you one of the baits that Yamamoto is bringing out at ICAST. Actually, they've already launched it pre-ICAST. If you're following social media, go over and check out my Instagram page or just really Yamamoto's Instagram page, and you'll see all about it. There's a new bait called the Fuzzy Nut. Now, the Fuzzy Nut is similar to these cube or dice type baits that anglers have been using to catch bass in tournaments utilizing forward-facing sonar. So this is a different take on something that's already been effective in this place. Professional anglers as well as recreational anglers have been using these dice type baits to catch heavily pressured fish. If you're not familiar with this genre of bait, these dice type baits, the Yamamoto Fuzzy Nut is designed to be fished weightless, which is why they use the heavyweight formula. Put an open hook in it, like a drop shot hook or maybe an owner mosquito hook. Just pin it through the middle where you're gonna have the hook exposed, and you're just gonna throw it out there on a slack line, no weight involved, unless you put a nail weight in there, and let it sink to the bottom. And as those tentacles are shimmying, that's when those fish will suck it in, kind of like a Senko. That bait kind of shimmies to the bottom, that action that the Senko is truly known for. So it's definitely a bait that you fish on lighter line, finesse type gear, and is something you're going to want to fish weightless for the most part, with the exception of maybe using a nail weight. And Yamamoto came out, and I feel like they have something that offers just a little bit more so that you can present the bait in some different ways. And they've got a great look. I personally haven't even used this bait. I just saw the video of it and I got a little information about it. And so I wanted to share it with you guys as it's totally new. The Fuzzy Nut is 1.5 inches in size, but it's a little bitty guy. It's got skirting material that comes out of it. So as it's falling, those tentacles are moving about, and it's made out of that heavyweight formula that Yamamoto has put in some different baits like the Yamatanuki and so on and so forth. This kind of a blend of plastic actually makes it easier to cast even the smallest little bit of bait. And so like this Fuzzy Nut, it's gonna have those tentacles, and it's gonna have just about 1.5 inch section of the Yamamoto plastic in that heavyweight formula. And then what they've done is they've actually enabled you for a place to put a nail weight inside it to enable you to cast it in windy conditions and so on and so forth. So this is definitely taking this type of a bait or this genre of bait and taking it to the next level and kind of leveling up and offering something that anglers can kind of utilize in a wider variety of conditions. That heavyweight formula is specifically designed to get that perfect rate of fall. But if you wanted to, like I said, add a nail weight to it so you can throw it in the wind or get it to fish it down in some deeper water, they've enabled you to do that in that bait. And it's designed so that it can backslide to some degree. What I mean by that is if I'm throwing it over there and it hits the water away from me, you can pick it up and it'll actually move away. The design, the way I understand it, that backsliding is popular in Japan, similar to the flying lure. If you're familiar with it, years ago, you would pick that bait up and it would go back up underneath like a dock or undercut bank, an overhanging tree, those types of things. But it'll actually, when you give it slack, it'll move away. That's what I understand the way they've designed this bait. There's gonna be 6 in a pack. It's offered in 10 different colors. This is going to be a really interesting bait. Personally, I have not fished this type of style of bait. I ordered some dice type baits from Japan a while back, but never really put them through the paces to really understand that bite. But I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some of these. Wanted to share that brand new Yamamoto bait with you guys, the Fuzzy Nut. Be on the lookout for that. Check it out on social media. Thanks for watching this video. If you got anything out of this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. I'd like to know how many of you guys have caught fish on those dice type baits and are looking forward to this fuzzy nut showing up at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's and getting those for your next tournament when they actually do arrive on the shelf. Be sure to check out my description section. I'll have links to my merch, Team Niggemeyer Fishing, as well as my social media channels, website, and a discount code for Amphibia eye gear. Until next time, thanks for watching and good fishing.